Hi friends, this is Dhruvi academic channel. This is a educational channel. ఇందులో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సంబంధించిన వీడియోస్ అన్ని అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ప్లీజ్ లైక్, షేర్, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అండ్ సపోర్ట్ మై ఛానల్. మీరు కనుక నా ఛానల్ ఫస్ట్ టైం వాచ్ చేస్తే ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి ఫ్రెండ్స్. సబ్స్క్రైబే కాదు, లైక్ కూడా చేయండి. లెట్స్ బిగిన్ అవర్ క్లాస్. ఈరోజు టాపిక్ ఏంటి? వి ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లెర్న్ అబౌట్ హెరిడిటీ అండ్ జెనెటిక్స్. దీనికన్నా అండ్ అప్లైడ్ బయాలజీ. ఫస్ట్ దీనికన్నా ముందు ఏంటంటే ప్లాంట్ వరల్డ్, యానిమల్ వరల్డ్, అవర్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇవనేది మనం చదివాము. First one, mutation which occur in a non-reproductive cells called, is it a one somatic, or two it's a point mutation, or three it's a chromosomal mutation, or the fourth it's a gametic mutation? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is it's a gametic mutation. Mutation that occur in which occur in a non-reproductive cells, saying non-reproductive cells are called, it's a gametic mutation. Next మనకి ఈ somatic point mutation, chromosomal mutations అనేవి మనకి జస్ట్ మీ రెఫరెన్స్ కోసం ఇవి కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. వాట్ ఈస్ somatic? Somatic are the cells in the body other than a sperm and egg cells, వాటిని ఏమంటారంటే somatic. నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్ మ్యూటేషన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, it's a point mutation ante entante it's occur in a genome when a single base pair is added, or maybe it's a deleted or changed. That is called a point mutation. Next, chromosomal mutation ante entante it's a unpredicted changes occur in the chromosome. It's called a chromosomal mutation. What is syngamy as? Is it first one, it's a union of a somatic cells, or union of a sex cells, or third one, it's a union of a nucleus, or fourth one, all of this? Which is the correct answer? Syngamy, it's a union of a sex cells. Ante the fusion of two cells or their nucleus in the reproduction, it's called a union of a sex cells. Next, holandric gene present only on ఎందులో ఉంటుంది? Is it 1 X chromosomes, or 2 Y chromosomes, or 3 autosomes, and the 4 none of this? Which is the correct answer? These holandric genes are present only in the Y chromosomes. These are present in the Y chromosomes. మనకి X chromosomes అంటే తెలుసు కదా మీకు. This is the మనకి 2 chromosomes ఉంటాయి. 2 sex chromosomes are involved in a sex determination కదా. One of this is X chromosome and there is a Y chromosomes కదా. మనకి సెక్స్ డిటర్మినేషన్లో ఎక్స్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్రోమోజోమ్ కదా. నెక్స్ట్ ఆటోజోమ్స్ అంటే జస్ట్ మీ రిఫరెన్స్ కోసం ఇవి చెప్తున్నాను. ఆటోజోమ్స్, సెక్స్ క్రోమోజోమ్స్ అంటే మనకి ఎగ్జామ్లో ఇవే అడుగుతారని కాదు కదా, దీనికి రిలేటెడ్ ఏవైనా అడగచ్చు కదా, అందుకోసమని మీకు చెప్తున్నాను. ఆటోజోమ్స్ అంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ నాన్ సెక్స్ క్రోమోజోమ్స్ దాన్ని ఆటోజోమ్స్ అంటారు. లైక్ 23 pairs ఆఫ్ క్రోమోజోమ్స్ అనేవి మనకు ఉంటాయి. టోటల్ 46 ఉంటాయి. టోటల్ 46 ఉంటే అందులో 22 pairs ఆఫ్ ఆటోజోమ్స్ని దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎస్ 22 pairs ఏమంటారంటే ఇట్స్ ఆటోజోమ్స్ అని అంటారు. మిగతావి ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ సెక్స్ క్రోమోజోమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎక్స్ అండ్ వై అవి ఏంటంటే సెక్స్ క్రోమోజోమ్స్ కదా. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద క్రోమోజోమ్స్ మనం చెప్తాము, సెక్స్ డిటర్మినేషన్ అనేది చేస్తాం. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఇట్స్ ఎక్స్ఎక్స్ అయి ఉండొచ్చు, XY క్రోమోజోమ్స్, అలా మనకి సెక్స్ డిటర్మినేషన్ అనేది చేస్తాం. Next, sex chromosome occurring, is it the first one different chromosomes in pair, or 2 identical pairs, or both of this, or the fourth, third, none of this? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is different chromosomes in pairs. Sex chromosome occur in a different chromosomes in a pair. Next, heterozygote they have only one dominant gene, or 2 it's an only recessive gene, or 3 both of these, or 4 none of this? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is both of these. These heterozygote have a 2 different alleles at a particular These heterozygote have 2 different alleles at a particular gene, one only dominant gene, or it's a one dominant gene and one recessive gene. The heterozygote have one dominant gene and one recessive gene. Answer is both. Next, ratio between tall and dwarf plants in F1 generation is it 1 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 or 2, it's a 3 is to 1, or third one it's a 1 is to 3 is to 3 is to 9, and fourth one it's a 7 is to 1 is to 7 is to 7, which is the correct answer. Its answer is the ratio between the tall and a dwarf plants in the F1 generation. Its answer is it's in the 3 is to 1 ratio. This is the right answer. Next, assume cross between red and white flowered plants which produce pink. First one, is it this is an example for dominance, or second one this is due to co-dominance, or third one it's a this is due to segregation, or fourth one this is due to incomplete dominance. They're saying the cross between the red and white flower. These are red and white flower. These are different in colors, right? Red and white flower plants which produce pink. This is the answer. This is due to incomplete dominance. Answer is this is due to a incomplete dominance. This is the right answer. Next, back cross is it a cross between a parents, or two it's a cross between the plants of F1 generations, or cross between the progeny and parents, or fourth one it's a cross between the progeny and the progeny, which is the answer, correct answer. They are asking what is back cross. Back cross ante it's a cross between a progeny and parents. దాన్ని back cross అంటారు, right? Next, allele is called, is it a pair of chromosomes antama, is it a pair of contrasting character, or third one it's a pair of a sex chromosome, or fourth one it's none of this, which is the correct answer. It's a allele is called ఏమంటే pair of a contrasting character ni we call as a allele. ఏంటంటే one pair of gene that appear at a particular location on a particular chromosomes and control some characters, like ఎలా అంటే మన blood type లేకపోతే మన color blindness, this depends on a this is a contrasting character. It's called a allele. Allele is called this is a pair of a contrasting character. ఏంటంటే మనకి some particular characters like ఏంటంటే blood types and లేకపోతే color blindness, this depends on this. Next, movement of a gene to a non-homologous chromosome is it for first one it's translocation, or two it's a substitution, or third one it's a inversion, or fourth one it's all of this, which is the correct answer. They're asking the movement of a gene to a non-homologous chromosome is called it's a translocation. The movement of gene to a non-homologous homologous chromosome, it is called a translocation. Next, when the body of an individual exhibit both male and the female characters, the phenomenon is termed as, is it a gynodranomorph, or it's a gynomorph, or it's a third one polymorph, or fourth one all of this. When the body of an individual exhibit both male and the female character, they are saying the both male and female character, this phenomenon is termed as it's a polymorph. Kada? This termed as a polymorph. Next, genotype of individual is it first one genetic constitution, or two it's a genetic setup, or third one is both of this, which is the correct and fourth one is none of this, which is the correct answer. Genotype of individual is, its answer is both of these. Genotype of individual is both of these. ఏంటంటే జెనెటిక్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మీకు జెనెటిక్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద స్టడీ ఆఫ్ జీన్ and it's they passed from one generation to another, next generation ki pass చేస్తారు కదా, that is called a genetic constitution అంటాం. Next, genetic setup అంటే ఏంటంటే it's a genome is a complete set of genetic information. It's a complete set of a genetic information in organisms. దాన్ని genetic setup అని అంటాం. Genetic constitution అంటే ఏంటంటే the study of a gene that passed from one generation నుంచి next generation కి ఇస్తారు కదా, that is a genetic constitution. Both are the right. Third one is the correct answer. Next one, no individual plants or animals are identical, there is a variation, is it true, or two third second one false, or third one is cannot say, and the fourth one may be true, which is the right answer. They're saying no individual plants or animals are identical. Yes, it is the true kada. Plants అన్ని సేమ్ ఉండవు, దే హ్యావ్ డిఫరెంట్ వేరియేషన్స్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి ప్లాంట్స్కి ఆర్ యానిమల్స్, దేనికైనా మనుషుల్ని చూసుకున్నా we all have a ఐడెంటికల్ ట్విన్స్ ఉన్న కొంచెం ఎక్కడో ఎక్కడైనా వాళ్ళకి డిఫరెన్స్ అనేది వేరియేషన్స్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్, when both the alleles are equally expressed in it is a case of a is it a first one dominance or second one codominance and the third one is incomplete dominance and the fourth one none of this, which is the correct answer. They are saying both alleles are equally expressed in. Its answer is codominance. Both alleles are expressed in this case equally, they are equally expressed. దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే కోడామినెన్స్ అంటారు. మనకి డామినెన్స్ కూడా మనకి మీకు జస్ట్ మీ రిఫరెన్స్ కోసం చెప్తున్నాను. డామినెన్స్ అంటే ద డామినెంట్ జీన్ రెఫర్ టు అ జీన్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఆఫ్ డామినెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్. డామినెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది మనకు ఉంటుంది కదా, ఇట్స్ అ డామినెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ అంటారు, దాన్ని డామినెన్స్ అంటారు. నెక్స్ట్, ఇన్కంప్లీట్ డామినెన్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ only one allele is completely expressed over a paired allele. Only one allele is not completely expressed. It's not a completely expressed over a paired allele. మనకి paired allele ఉంటుంది కదా, only one is not a completely expressed. దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే ఇట్స్ incomplete dominance అంటారు. కోడామినెన్స్ అంటే ద అల్లీల్స్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్గా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తారు కదా, దాన్ని కోడామినెన్స్ అంటారు. ఇవేంటి అన్ఈక్వల్గా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తారు కదా, సో దీన్ని ఇన్కంప్లీట్ డామినెన్స్ అంటారు. నెక్స్ట్, క్రాసింగ్ ఓవర్ అక్కర్ ఇన్ ఇస్ ఇట్ వన్ మియోసిస్ ఆర్ టూ మైటోసిస్, థర్డ్ వన్ ఇట్స్ ఎమాటోసిస్ ఆర్ ఫోర్త్ వన్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్, విచ్ ఇస్ ద కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్. క్రాసింగ్ ఓవర్ అక్కర్ ఇన్ ఇట్స్ దిస్ క్రాసింగ్ ఓవర్ అక్కర్ ఇన్ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఇట్స్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ మియోసిస్ కదా. ఏంటంటే మియోసిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ అ సింగిల్ సెల్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ ట్వైస్. ఇట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ మియోసిస్ తెలుసు కదా మనకి, ఇట్స్ అ సింగిల్ సెల్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ ట్వైస్ అండ్ ఇట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ 4 cells అనేది ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది. ఏంటి మియోసిస్. మైటోసిస్ అంటే ఇట్స్ అ సింగిల్ సెల్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ టూ ఐడెంటికల్ like two daughter cells, that is called a mitosis. Next one, mutational changes at the chromosomes level involves is it one change in the number of chromosomes or two it's a change in the number of and arrangement of whole gene or third one it's a change in the individual gene and the fourth one all of this, which is the correct answer. Its answer is all of this. The mutational changes at the chromosome levels occur involves in all this. Means changes in the number of chromosomes it may occur and the changes in the number of arrangement of whole gene, yes, changes in the individual gene. Its answer is all of these. Mutational changes occur in the all this. Next one, it's the mutation which alter the phenotype slightly and they can be detected only by some special techniques. Is it one lethal and the second one it's isoalleles or third one it's a recessive and the fourth one is dominant, which is the correct answer. The mutation which alter phenotype slightly they can be detected only by some special techniques. So దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే it's a isoalleles. This is the isoallele is the right answer. Next, outbreeding result in is it less productive reproductively or less productively vegetatively or third one it's a heterosis or fourth one it's a loss of vigor, which is the correct answer. Its answer is outbreeding result in a heterosis. This is the answer is heterosis. Ante the phenomenon which the progeny have the superior character, with the progeny have a superior character when compared with the parents తో కంపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే the progenies they have the superior character. పేరెంట్స్ పోల్చినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే they have the superior characters. దాన్నే ఇట్స్ అవుట్ బ్రీడింగ్ రిజల్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ హెట్రోసిస్ అంటే పేరెంట్స్ కన్నా దే హ్యావ్ అ సుపీరియర్ క్యారెక్టర్, దాన్ని హెట్రోసిస్ అంటారు. నెక్స్ట్, DNA form RNA by the process of is it a translation or two it's a transcription and the third one it's a transmission and the fourth one it's a transition, which is the correct answer. Its answer is DNA forms RNA by the process of it's a transcription, by the process of a transcription. Next, the coexistence of two or more genes in the same chromosome it is termed as is it a first one mutation or two linkage, or third one it's crossing over, fourth one it's a polyploidy. It's a, which is the answer? The coexistence of two or more gene in the same chromosome. It's termed as a ఏమంటామంటే it's a linkage. Three important laws of heredity proposed by Mendel related to it's a first one gene linkage, dominance, and the segregation, or second one it's only dominance, or the third one it's only segregation, or the fourth one linkage, which is the correct answer. They are saying the three important laws of heredity proposed by Mendel. It's related to its answers gene linkage and the dominance and the segregations. These are the three important laws heredity proposed by it's a Mendel. Next, Mendel's principle of segregation was based on the separation of alleles in the garden. P. During, is it A? One, pollination, or the second one? It's a seed formation. It's a third one. It's a gamete formation. And the fourth one, it's a embryonic development, which is the correct answer. They are saying the principle of segregation was based on the separation of alleles. Its answer is it's a gamete formation. This is based. This is the answer is a gamete formation. This was the segregation based on the separation of alleles. This is a gamete formation. Next one. How many pairs of contrasting character in the P pod were chosen by a Mendel? Is it 1, 4, or second one? It's a 3, and third one. It's a 2, or fourth one, and the 5, which is the correct answer. They're saying how many pairs of contrasting characters in a P pod were chosen by Mendel. Its answer is 2. ఏంటంటే it's a shape and color. He chosen a shape and color, 2 characters. Next one, a maize plant differ with the wheat plant because it's a because of a genotype, or 2 it's a DNA, or third one it's a gametes, and the fourth one is a phenotype, which is the correct answer. Maize plant differ from wheat plant because of a DNA. Answer is it's a because of a DNA. It's differ from a wheat plant. Next, the percentage of AB gametes produced by a capital A, small a, and the capital B parents. Is it 1 is a 75, or 2 it's a 50, or third one it's a 25, and the fourth one it's a 100 percentage, which is the correct answer. They are saying the percentage of AB gametes produced by a it's a capital A and the small a and the capital B. How much percentage of AB gametes produced? Its answer is third one. It's a 25. ఎలా అంటే half of the gamete will be a dominant capital A and a capital B alleles. Other half of the gamete it's a recessive capital that is small a, and the recessive small b will be present. Next, a cross between F1 heterogeneous for two factors and the recessive parent recessive for both the factors give a phenotypic ratio of is it 7 is to 1 is to 1 is to 7 ratio, or it's a 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 ratio, or third one it's a 7 is to 7 ratio, or the fourth one it's a 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to ratio, which is the correct answer. Its answer is it's given the cross between F1 heterogeneous for two factors and the recessive parents and the recessive for both factors. It's a give a phenotypic ratio. It's give a 1 is to 1 is to ratio. It will give. This is the right answer. The most unknown but very important reason for the Mendel success is his first one selection of character, or it's a second choice of material, and the third one it's keeping complete record of all the characters, or fourth one none of this, which is the correct answer. Its answer is based on the he chosen the matter, he choice of the material. The most unknown but very important reason for Mendel's success. Next, which of the following is not a variation in rose plant? Is it colored petals, and the two spines, and the fourth one tendrils, and the fourth one it's a leaf margin, which is the correct answer. Its answer is the following is not a variation in rose. They are saying it's a tendrils. Next one. According to Mendel, alleles have the following of a character. Is it a pair of genes, or it's a second one responsible for character, or the third one it's a production of gametes, and the fourth one recessive factor, which is the correct answer. It's a is answer is the pair of gene. According to Mendel, alleles have the following characters. These are pair of a genes అంటే they are both homozygous and they having a pair of genes ఏంటంటే they are having a homozygous and the heterozygous. Natural selection means what? Is it a nature selected desirable character, or nature rejects undesirable character, or third one it's a nature reacts with an organism? Which is the correct answer? It's a natural selection ante its answer is both 1 and 2. Ante nature select desirable characters and the nature rejects a undesirable character. This is the right answer. This is termed as the heredity unit in the living beings. Is it one nucleus, or the two chromosomes, and the third one is genes, and the fourth one all of this? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is gene. This termed as the heredity. Heredity and దేనమంటాం genes నే heredity అంటాం. Chromosome అంటే DNA. దాన్ని chromosomes అంటాం. And nucleus అంటే ఏంటంటే nucleus is a double membrane. It's a double membrane organelles that contain a genetic materials. దాన్ని nucleus అంటాం. అంటే దే హ్యావింగ్ ఎ డబుల్ మెంబ్రేన్ ఆర్గనల్స్ దట్ కంటైన్ ఏ జెనెటిక్ మెటీరియల్స్ దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే న్యూక్లియస్ అంట. క్రోమోజోమ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి తెలుసు కదా, ఇట్స్ అ డిఎన్ఏ. జీన్ అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద టర్మ్ జిఎన్ఏ దే ఆస్కింగ్. సో ఇట్స్ అ హెరిడిటీ యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ లివింగ్ బీయింగ్స్, దాన్ని జీన్స్ అంటాం. The chemical that comprise genes are called. Is it one nucleic acid, or it's a two cellular acids, or three it's a plasmid acids, and the fourth none of this? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is the chemical comprises genes are called it's a nucleic acid. ఏమంటే ఈ న్యూక్లిక్ యాసిడ్లో టూ మెయిన్ క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఏంటంటే అవి వన్ ఇస్ డిఎన్ఏ అండ్ అదర్ ఇస్ ఆర్ఎన్ఏ. Alleles have the following characters according to George Mendel. Is it one pair of genes, or two responsible for character, or third one is the production of cells, and the fourth one all? Which is the correct answers? Its answer is alleles have the following character according to George Mendel. Its answer is responsible for a character. This is the right answer. Next, according to Mendel, in F1 generation, this is expressed. Is it a recessive character, or it's a dominant character, or it's a both of the character, and then none of this? Which is the character? According to Mendel, F1 generation, this is expressed. Dominant characters are expressed in F1 generations. Next one, in human beings, skin color is controlled by, is it multiple alleles, or is it lethal genes, and third one is polygenic effect, or fourth one it's a none of these? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is in human beings the skin color is controlled by it's a polygenic effect. Third one is the right answer. It's a polygenic effect. Mutations are caused by, is it X-ray, or two visible ray, or third one it's infrared radiations, and the fourth one UV rays? Which is the correct answer? These mutations are caused by X-rays. X-ray is the right answer. In human being, a male child showing Down syndrome has been produced. What is the condition of his sex chromosomes? They are saying, is it XXY, or is it second one XO, or third one XY, and the fourth one is XX? Its answer is XY chromosome. మనకి డౌన్ సిండ్రోమ్ అంటే తెలుసు కదా, ఇట్స్ అ పర్సన్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎ ఎక్స్ట్రా క్రోమోజోమ్స్, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే డౌన్ సిండ్రోమ్ అంటాం. In human being, a male child showing a Down syndrome means they are having a extra chromosomes has been produced. What is the condition of sex chromosome? It will be a XY. The cross used to ascertain whether the plant is a homozygous or the heterozygous is it first one linkage cross, or second one reciprocal cross, or third one it's a back cross, and the fourth one is monohybrid cross? Which is the correct answer? The cross used to ascertain it's a homozygous or heterozygous? Its answer is it's a reciprocal cross. దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే it's a reciprocal cross అంటాం. Down syndrome is due to its a non-disjunction of chromosome or crossing over between genes, or third one, linkage of genes, or the fourth one, sex-linked inheritance. It's a Down syndrome అంటే చెప్పాను కదా. It's a person having a has a extra chromosome, means it's a non-disjunctions of chromosomes. Sickle cell anemia is due to its first hormones, are two viruses, or two third one genes, and fourth one is bacteria, which is the correct answer. Sickle cell anemia is due to ఏంటంటే its answer is gene అంటే change in the gene. Sickle cell anemia is due to because of a change in the gene. Answer is gene. Next, a husband and wife have a normal vision, but a father of the both of them were color blind. They are color blind. The probability of their first daughter to be color blind, ఉంటుందా వాళ్ళ ఫస్ట్ డాటర్ అని అడుగుతున్నారు. Is it a 25%, or the two 50%, and third one is 75%, and the fourth one is 0%, which is the correct answer? Its answer is 0%. ఎందుకు 0% అంటే దే ఆర్ సే బికాస్ డాటర్ ఆఫ్ నార్మల్ ఫాదర్, బికాస్ ఏంటంటే ఫాదర్ నార్మల్గా ఉన్నారు, డాటర్ ఆఫ్ నార్మల్ ఫాదర్ కెన్ హ్యావ్ అ కలర్ కెన్ నెవర్ బి కలర్ బ్లైండ్. ఏంటంటే నార్మల్ ఫాదర్ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ చైల్డ్ ఎప్పుడు హీ నెవర్ కెన్ బి ఏ కలర్ బ్లైండ్ అనే అవకాశం ఉండదు. ఇట్స్ ఆన్సర్ 0%. అంటే ఫాదర్ ఏంటంటే నార్మల్గా ఉన్నారు, హీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ కలర్ బ్లైండ్నెస్. ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్స్కి ఉన్నాయి, వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్కి లేదు, సో వాళ్ళ డాటర్కి కలర్ బ్లైండ్నెస్ అనేది ఉండదు. ఇట్స్ 0%. Multiple allelism controls the inheritance of, is it one blood group, or it's a phenyl ketonuria, or it's a color blindness, or fourth one sickle cell anemia, which is the correct answer? Multiple allelism control the inheritance of, its answer is blood group. Fetal sex can be determined by examining cells from amniotic fluid, looking for, is it a bar bodies, or the second one it's a chiasmata, or it's a third one sex chromosomes, and the fourth one it's a kinetochores, which is the correct answer? It's a chiasmata. ఎందుకంటే the amount of X-linked product it's transmitted in this. Assuming no linkages and no crossing over segregation at a Mendelian factors during meiosis occurred, is it NFS1 or NFS2, or it's a diplotin, or and fourth one is a metaphase, which is the correct answer? Its answer is just okay. It's a diplotin. Next, sex-linked characters, or is it one dominant or two recessive, third one is lethal, and the fourth one is non-inherited, which is the correct answer? These sex-linked characters, or characters are recessive. These will be recessive, or it's a dominant in nature. Sex-linked characters. Answer is recessive. Next, monogloid condition is related. It's a monosomy, or it's a trisomy, or it's a nullisomy, or it's a none of the above, which is the correct answer? It's a monogloid is a condition is related to a trisomy. In Klinefelter's syndrome, what is the general the set of the sex chromosome? Is it XX, or second one XY, or third one XXY, and the fourth one XYY? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is the Klinefelter syndrome. It's generally the set of the chromosomes are it's XXXY. This is the right answer. The genetic ratio is termed as, is a dominant, or second one genotype, or third one it's a heterozygous, or the fourth one allele, which is the correct answer? The genetic ratio is termed as it's a genotype. Edward syndrome, Down syndrome, and Patus. It's a Patus syndrome or due to it's a mutation due to a malnutrition or changes in the sex chromosomes. Or third one, it's a change in autosomes or change in the both sex chromosomes and the autosomes, which is the correct answer. It's a or this is due to its answer is the change in the autosomes. These occur in the changes in the due to changes occur in the autosomes. Mating among the close relation is referred as in line breeding or it's a two inbreeding or third one cross breeding and the fourth one is outbreeding, which is the correct answer. It's a ఏంటంటే ఆన్సర్ అంటే మేటింగ్ అమాంగ్ ద క్లోజ్ రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ద క్లోజ్ రిలేషన్ దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే ఇట్స్ ఇన్బ్రీడింగ్ అంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ బ్రీడింగ్ మీకు మీ రెఫరెన్స్ కోసం చెప్తున్నాను. లైన్ బ్రీడింగ్ అంటే ద మ్యుటేషన్ రిలేటెడ్ టు మోర్ డిస్టాంట్లీ యానిమల్స్. మోర్ డిస్టాంట్లీ అంటే it's a line breeding ante it's a mutation related to more distantly animals. And next cross breeding ante ఏంటంటే it's the mating of animals between two different breed దాన్ని cross breed చేస్తారు. అవుట్ బ్రీడింగ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే it's they are unrelated. ఇక్కడ క్లోజ్ రిలేటెడ్ అని ఇచ్చారు కదా, అవుట్ బ్రీడింగ్ అంటే దే ఆర్ అన్రిలేటెడ్ ఇస్ రిఫర్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ అవుట్ బ్రీడింగ్. మనకి ఆన్సర్ ఏంటంటే క్లోజ్ రిలేషన్ అడిగారు కాబట్టి ఇట్స్ ఆన్సర్స్ ఇన్ బ్రీడింగ్. Genetic code was given by whom? Is it Watson and Crick and it's a Nirenberg, or it's a third one it's a Beadle and Tatton, or it's a fourth one King, San, Watson and Crick, which is the correct answer. It's a genetic code was given by it's a Nirenberg. He gave a genetic code. Next, genes for color blindness in man are located on X chromosomes only, Y chromosomes only, or third one it's either X or Y chromosomes on both X and Y chromosomes, which is the correct answer. Its answer is genes for color blindness in man are located on X chromosomes only. Its answer is the color blindness in man are located on X chromosomes only. Which or is hereditary trait? Is it night blindness, or it's a second one baldness, or it's a third one color blindness, or the fourth one it's a beriberi? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is they are saying the hereditary trait. It's a color blindness. Next, identical twins are ఏమంటారు? Is it monozygote, or it's a second one dizygotic, or it's the third one both of the above, and the fourth one none of the above? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is identical twins అంటే it's a monozygotic. మోనోజైగోటిక్ అంటే ఏంటంటే సింగిల్ ఎగ్ ఉంటుంది, సింగిల్ సెల్ బై అ సింగిల్ స్పర్మ్. దాన్ని ఏమంటే ఇట్స్ మోనోజైగోట్ విత్ ఏంటంటే సింగిల్ ఎగ్ విత్ సింగిల్ స్పర్మ్ విత్ ఫెర్టిలైజ్డ్ ఎగ్. దెన్ ఫెర్టిలైజ్డ్ ఎగ్ ఏమంటుంది, దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ బి స్ప్లిట్ ఇంటూ టూ. ఆ ఎగ్ ఏంటి ఇట్ విల్ బి స్ప్లిట్ ఇంటూ టూ, దాన్ని మోనోజైగోట్ అంటారు. డైజైగోట్ అంటే ఏంటంటే టూ స్పర్మ్స్ అనేవి ఉంటుంది, దే విల్ బి ఫెర్టిలైజ్డ్. మోనోజైగోటిక్ వచ్చేసరికి దే హ్యావింగ్ ఏ ఐడెంటికల్ లుక్, వేరే డైజైగోట్ అంటే దే ఆర్ నాన్ ఐడెంటికల్. నాన్ ఐడెంటికల్ అంటే మోనోజైగోట్ డైజైగోట్కి ఇదే డిఫరెన్స్. Sex linked inheritance was discovered by whom? Is it Mendel, or two it's Sickle, or it's a third one Morgan, or fourth one it's a Landsteiner? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is sex linked inheritance was discovered by it's a Morgan. This is the right answer. Turner syndrome in human beings is caused by is it autosomal aneuploidy, or it's a sex chromosomes aneuploidy, or it's a polyploidy, or it's a fourth one gene mutation? Which is the correct answer? It's a answer is autosomes aneuploidy. Turner syndrome in human beings is caused by its autosomal aneuploidy. Next, XY genotype reflects it's a syndrome, or first one which is a Klinefelter, or it's a Turner syndrome, or third one it's a Down syndrome, and fourth one none of this. Which is the correct answer? Its answer is Turner syndrome. XY genotype reflects syndrome ఏంటంటే it's a Turner syndrome. అంటే ఏంటంటే These having a incomplete sex chromosomes. Turner syndrome అంటే ఏంటంటే they having a incomplete sex chromosomes means female is born with only one X chromosome. For example, the female born with only one X chromosomes. దాన్నే Turner syndrome అంటారు. The sum total of genes in a population is called. దాన్ని ఏమంటాం? Genotype అంటామా, it's a karyotype అంటామా, third one it's a gene pool అంటామా, the fourth one it's a lethal gene, which is the correct answer. Its answer is the sum of total of genes in a population is called ఏమంటామంటే దాన్ని gene pool అంటాం. Next one, the capture fishery resource is coastal water is called ఏమంటామంటే దాన్ని offshore fishery అంటామా, second one it's a inshore fishery na, third one it's a inland fishery, or fourth one all the above, which is the correct answer. It's a they are saying the capture of fish the resource in coastal water, దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే inshore fishery అంటారు. Find out the freshwater fish from the following. Is it one Hilsa, or second one it's sardine, or third one Mrigala, and fourth one is mackerel. Mackerel, which is the correct answer. Its answer is the freshwater fish from the following is the Mrigala. Sardine and the salmon are good source for what? Is it omega 6 fatty acid or omega 3 fatty acids? It's omega 9 fatty acids, and the fourth one it's omega 5 fatty acids. They are good source of it's a this sardine, salmon, these fishes are good source of it's a omega 3 fatty acids. This is the right answer. Next, which of the following vaccine contains disabled live microorganisms? Is it one MMR, is the second one polio, and the third one it's a DPT, and the fourth one is hepatitis A? Its answer is vaccine contain disabled living live microorganism. Is it its answer is MMR. అంటే తెలుసు కదా, MMR అంటే it's a measles, mumps and rubella. Which biochemical producer help to estimate various biochemical components in the body fluid? It's a first one ELISA, or second one it's a CT scan, or third one it's MRI, and fourth one is a sonography, which is the correct answer. Its answer is ELISA. This ELISA it is commonly used to detect the antibodies in the blood, and antibodies present in the blood కోసం detect చేయడానికి ELISA అనేది యూస్ చేస్తారు. Which process producing a 2D slice through a 3D object? Is it MRI, or two it's a X-ray, and third one it's a PET PET scan, or the fourth one is computed tomography, which is the correct answer. Its answer is the process of producing 2D slice through 3D objects. Its answer is computed tomography. This is the right answer. MRI scanner is a giant circular. Is it a hydrogen tube? Is it electrical tube? And it's a magnetic tube? All the above, which is the correct answer. Its answer is MRI scanner is it's a magnetic tube. It's a magnetic tube. Next one, the normal duration of AP wave in ECG, is it 0.1 second, or 0.008 seconds, or 0.12 seconds, or the fourth one it's a 0.2 seconds, which is the correct answer. The normal duration of P wave in the ECG, it will be about 0.1 seconds. Direct ELISA used to detect antibodies kusama, like it's a two antigens, or third one it's a toxides kusama, and fourth one is pathogens, which is the correct answer. This ELISA to detect the antigens. To detect the antigens, ELISA used. The haplide fertile males are in the bee colony. Emitter than worker bees are drones or queen bee, and the fourth one none of the. The haplide fertile males are in bee colony. Its answer is drones. Indian Variety Research Institute located at Mumbai, it's a Bhubaneswar, it's a Hisarghat, or is it Izzat Nagar? Which is the correct answer? Its answer is Izzat Nagar. ఇది ఎక్కడంటే ఇక్కడ ఉందంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ మహారాష్ట్ర. Whi- which breed have a considerable economic value? Is it a Hinny, or it's a Mule, or it's a Stallion, or it's a Gennet? Which is the correct answer? Which breed have a considerable